the channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for my collective, my beloveds. I hope everyone is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section or the chat. Let me know if the reading resonates with you, no matter when you see this, morning, noon, or night. But welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I don't know what part of the world you are in, but the part of the world I am, drones have been here since, I've noticed them since October. And there's so many outside, I'm not even going to try to count. And they said, bitch, we outside tonight. They are outside, okay? So we gonna talk. We're gonna see what's up. I had a couple downloads. Oh crap, what was that before I got here? Oh, all right, I'm gonna share with y'all in a hot second. Let me just get my peoples ready if they can. Excuse me. So hit me with a like. Thank you. So yes. So I'm pausing right now for my people to come on. I'm gonna give it a minute. Gonna give it a sec. So like I said, bitch, we outside tonight. Those aliens are outside, or those drones, or whatever they are. They having a straight party in the sky. I'd film them and show you, but my particular camera is not strong enough to give you good images of what I see. But one passed over my house tonight, and I don't know if it's because it was dark. I didn't see any wingspan on this thing. It was narrow. Um, it looked like a car in the sky. That's how best I could put it. Looked like a car, but not exactly a car. I don't know how to explain it, but it came real close this time, and I got to see the lights. It wasn't normally they look a little plainish, like a plane, you know. This wasn't given plane. This was given some other type of device. It didn't look like to me this time it looked more like a drone, but the other ones I've seen look like planes. So I don't know if they can morph shape. They probably could, but it don't look like that. It don't look like a straight up drone that we would see, like you can control, and it doesn't look like a plane. But it's definitely not common to our skies. And they found flying lower and lower because this was like maybe 100, 200 feet over my house. Like they're coming real close, too close for comfort these days. So we on the night. Mm, let my people know I'm here. Mm, 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 mm. So, the first download, and I don't know if it was a full download. It's more like Spirit will give me these nudges, or they show me something they want me to touch upon. Um, last night's reading came up about a child, and in that reading about a child, the child had a hard time expressing themselves. Black Cherry. Yeah, the child had a hard time expressing themselves, right? So today, Spirit showed me a video, right? Like some things I pay attention to, but then there's like, no, listen to that. I hear that clearly. Listen to that. So I'm not a huge Tina Turner fan, but I'm not against Tina, right? I just like her, known her all my life, as far as a singer goes, and I could appreciate her music and her story. What I did not know about Tina was that apparently Tina's mom abandoned her. Like I didn't know her history, you know what I mean? And she said that her mom didn't love her, but that she did everything for her mom regardless of that. She said, I treated my mom, I gave her a house, I gave her a car. Nothing was ever good enough. She just didn't like me. And she said, I did everything for her as if she loved me. And, it's interesting because whoever was interviewing her allowed her to keep her body and face away from the camera because it just hurt. It hurt too much. And I just, I needed to share that with y'all because that reading last night was talking about a child and a feminine energy, no father. Now, she didn't say anything about her father in this short clip that I saw, but there was a deep pain that she felt from not having the love of her mother. Excuse me. And oftentimes, when folks go through things like that, they don't think about anybody else going through that pain. They only think about what they're experiencing at that time, and they only know what they go through. You know what I mean? It's deep. So I would say prayers to Tina, but Tina gone now. Tina not suffering no more. I'm sure she don't miss her mom. She could probably see her. You know what I mean? Anyway, how you doing, Black Cherry? System things outside, outside, outside tonight. You hear me? They're outside. But we gonna see what it see. We gonna do what it do. Spirit, what you want us to know tonight? What is that? All my beloveds. Touch them. Spirit, what do they need to know? Time to change a course of direction. Oh, life is shifting. Life is life. And let me put that there. It's somebody needs to go follow their true north. Making it. Oh no. Somebody needs to follow their true north. It's another direction you need to take in life. Maybe the direction you're taking right now ain't it. Or there's bigger and better. Mmm. Try coconut water from real coconuts. Like if you can obtain some real coconuts, if you know how to crack them open, get you some coconut water. Some of the processed stuff loses a lot, they say. So it's hard to find the right kind. But the electrolytes in coconut water will help the pH in your body and your blood. So try that if you can. Tell me more, Spirit. What do we need to know about the direction of life? Oh, somebody need to go home. Either somebody's leaving home or they need to go home. But home is the key word. Somebody needs to go where it feels like home, or they need to be where it feels like home. And if they're in a home they don't belong in, they need to leave it. If they have a different home that they want to be at, they need to go to it. It's like that. This is the direction of home. Tell me more. Well, I already see where they want to go. To the divine femme. The whole deck, this is half the deck. Okay, she at the bottom of half of the deck. So I was getting ready to shuffle, but we'll see. Tell me more, Spirit. Let me make sure I put everything in right. Oh, excuse me. Looks like it's upright to me. All right, tell me more, spirit. That's the daggone child again. So the child, there may be a child that feels orphaned in the home that they're in. You know, maybe there's a reason. Just not maybe. There is a reason I saw Tina today and her story. There's a reason for it, and I do feel like whoever this person is, um, they want to leave home. They ready to go. You know, I gotta take my swig. If it's your first time on the channel, like, share, and subscribe, please. You know what I'm starting to think? Oh shoot. When I channel, um, and I get downloads, a lot of downloads I get when I'm in water. And I notice that I get very thirsty when I'm reading. So maybe it's something about the water. Anyway, this child either feels orphaned in the home that they're in, and are they ready to go? Either way, something about this child leaving. Let's see if I can. Something about this child leaving. Sorry for the glare, y'all. All right, tell me more. Oh, emotional. She could turn it off. Hey, bite. So, excuse me. The challenge and the lesson, the emotions, the shifting, the change, changes in somebody's life. She turned it off. I mean, she got out. No, it's 1 minute left. Oh, tell me more. It's, the child is a divine masculine. That's what it is. The child is a divine bottom of the deck. Mm-hmm. What's that? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just being nosy. All right. So the child. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, got it. So the child has to grow up and become the divine masculine, because Spirit showed me the divine feminine earlier as to where the child wants to be. Um, but I feel like this is somebody who may have had, or may have, excuse me, arrested development. So they're not a child. They're a child of somebody, but not necessarily a child. This is a grown person, I'm feeling. Um, may have had some childish ways, because that's in the hidden energy. Right? So yeah, somebody need to grow up. Their purpose is to become divine masculine, right? And they want to go to their divine feminine, whoever that is, to them. That's where they want to be. But ultimately, there's a change in their emotions. There's a change in their life. There's a shift happening with the moon and the challenge position. Now, you know, the moon can also represent confusion. It also represents mother energy, but it also can represent illusion, delusion, things you need to get past, the things that are done in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Um, Everyone is born with a moon sign. I will star aloha. I shall. Give me a minute. If if you hear long enough, you'll catch it. But that drone situation, I did do that a couple of nights ago. I'll add on to it. Only because I'm just as curious as you. They came real close to my house tonight, and I'm in New Jersey, so I see them. I've seen them every night since October, but the officials haven't noticed them until November. But they've been out here. Now, they might have been out here before October, but that's when I noticed them. Anyway, the this masculine's energy or emotions, I'm sorry, it's changing. Like I said, oh, sorry. We all have moon signs. So my moon sign, excuse me, is Libra. And one thing, the one thing I caught about the relationship of a child with a moon sign in Libra is that you was just thinking about that? Wow. Um, when I when I looked into what the Libra, it's basically we set this unspoken boundary with the parent. All right, that's my short synopsis of it. It's an unspoken boundary that parent knows they cannot cross with us if they want to appease us or they want us to be in their lives. There's a certain line they cannot cross with us. And I could see it because I forgot what my sister's moon sign is, right? But what? What's wrong? What you need? Are you stuck in here? Did they lock you in? What happened? You want to read the cards too? You can't be stuck. I can hear that door sound like it's open. What you need? So, so yeah. I do realize that we as parents, because I'm a parent now too, we're different with each child, right? But there's some parents that have favorites. I don't have a favorite, but I know I have to operate different because they're each different. Girl, get down. You hear me? Even stop playing with me. You better go lick your chops downstairs and leave my stuff alone. I got something for you. Come over here and mess with my stuff. I'm gonna get you. So, hey. So, so anyway, Libra is like that. With the mom, we require balance and we require justice. So, also, I feel like if I read correctly, Libra moon signs moms tend to be um I don't know if it's neglectful or very self-centered, something like that. I read somewhere before. So I don't know, maybe it's because maybe that causes us to mature a little faster, grow up quicker, or be on our own more, something like that. But I don't know. The other moon signs, I have a child that's a Cancer moon sign, very, very codependent on me emotionally. So I try my best to help her emotionally regulate herself so that she's, not like, needing me 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, I get that she need her mom, but at the same time, she's got to be independent in order to adjust her own emotions, right? So we got to find that balance with that. And I say all that to say, look into your moon sign, right? Look a little deeper as to what that relationship is with your personal mother, what it was like with your mother, whether she's alive or deceased. And um, this masculine is dealing with that kind of energy right now, okay? Because the relationship with your mother sets the tone for your relationship with others. If you don't respect your mother, um, whether she did something or you did something, if you don't respect your mother, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a hard time finding respect for other people. Also, it, um, negatively impacts your relationships because you, if you're codependent on your mother, then you tend to have F boy tendencies, right? F girl tendencies. You don't you may not respect boundaries if she don't respect boundaries. You don't um you may not reciprocate energy well with people because she may not reciprocate energy well. It's like you're gonna mirror her. If you have a great relationship with your mom, you know, you might get people that are codependent on you. Why? Because you may be very balanced, uh, beautiful energy. You know what I'm saying? When you have a good balanced energy with somebody, you kind of want to keep that person around in your life, right? So, you could be highly sought after because, oh man, so and so's a gentleman, or so and so is, a sweetheart, or whatever. People tend to want to be around you because you are a more balanced individual. So it could go any way, but the relationship with the mother is key. The mother is the first God. If she's there and doing what she need to do and nurturing that soul nice and early, that person has a good shot at life. Um, we love you too, sis. hmm And if I don't even remember what I was saying. I looked down at the thing real quick. Forgive me, y'all. But anyway, the relationship. Oh yeah, she's your first God. That's what I'm about to say. So a child doesn't know God the way we know God, like through religion or whatever it's been taught to us, spirituality, whatever, right? But you know God through your mother. So if your mother is godlike to you, benevolent, and feeds you and hugs you and nurtures you, she teaches you love, unconditional, you learn that too. That is what comes from you. If that's not what your mother gives you, you learn the harshness of the world nice and early, unfortunately, right? So it affects your maturity. And I feel like what I see here is this person needs to go to their true north, right? So when you're looking at astrology, just like we're looking at the moon sign, the true north is the direction your life should be going during this lifetime. Your south node is the energy and the things that you've learned in your past, right? So, you may, like, for my north node is Capricorn. So that means Cancer is my south node because it's the opposite sign. And so having a cozy home or a loving home, a protective home, the mother energy, all of that, I got that in loads. Like, I don't need to be taught that. or I was already taught that, right? So my north node requires me to step into my masculine energy for business sake. You know what I'm saying? To acquire the things that I need to run and operate what I'm supposed to be doing. The Capricorn is the CEO of the zodiac. So I'm being charged in this lifetime to grow business, right? I'm not supposed to be complacent. I'm not supposed to be a worker. I'm supposed to be the head of whatever I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So there's certain energy that we came here to get, but there's certain energy we already come with. So the other thing I was gonna say is if you could just look at your horoscope and just pick a website that works with you, Astrolabe, Labe, works well, or no, it's A Lab. Um, what's the other one? Astromatrix, and they're on my phone, so I can't look at it right now. But anyway, look at a couple of them, read what they say, and see what resonates with you. See what you have already learned and what you need to grow, because this is giving growth right here. Like the trajectory of a child in the hidden energy This person going possibly through a dark night of soul, learning their emotions, going through changes, and then ending up with the likely outcome as the divine masculine shows that somebody is, that's the direction they need to go in. They need to be, that's their north node. They need to come into being what they're meant to be. That also means somebody needs to put themselves first. Also, there's some bridges somebody has to cross. So this is no small feat on their behalf, right? Wherever direction that they're going in, maybe they have to repair some relationships, grow some new ones, meet some new people, take advice. I don't know, but it's a journey, okay? Somebody has to go through a journey. That's the overall energy. So this is telling me that this is all about growth, development, and a journey. Somebody is going to be what they're meant to be, but they need to look at what's going on in their emotional life. This is not giving money yet, not to say that money isn't involved, but this is all about somebody's emotional maturity, going for what they want. And it's also about beginnings and ends, because, the child in this card is on 13, which is death. That's a death and rebirth, meaning there is a transformation, like a butterfly becoming, I'm sorry, a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. This person is not meant to be a child always. They are meant to grow. Okay. All right. Tell me. Yeah, wisdom. Somebody needs to follow some wise advice. I feel like this masculine was giving wise advice. Somebody told him what to do, where to go, definitely, because the owl is sitting on the compass. All right. The owl is sitting on the compass. So that means somebody's saying, listen, young man, young masculine, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Here's how you accomplish da 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 da. So they need to take advice. But depending on what generation this is, I can tell you Generation X, well, no, Generation Z don't like wise advice fully. I know that we have Generation Alpha too, but millennials tend to listen to elders. Gen X, we listen to our elders. Boomers, of course, they did too. But this Gen Z is different. They don't like to listen. I don't know when that starts, but they do not like to listen. So this person has been given the compass, the map, the course of action. This is what you need to do. Tell me about the house spirit. Oh, okay. So remember at the beginning, I said this is a person either leaving a house or going to a house. Well, this is about somebody learning to leave a house, because wherever they are is discord, is family disruptions, there's arguments, there's fights, there's pestilence, there's poverty. You know what I'm saying? There's misery there. This person's not happy, and that's in current energy. Wherever they are, the home that they're in, they might even have actual mice or some sort of rodents, but they're not happy where they are. Okay, they're not doing well. They got people nipping at what they got. They get something somebody else wanted too. Like, there's a lot of codependency in that situation. Like, what's theirs is not theirs. People come to take from each other, steal. There might be theft in his home. It's a lot going on. And if you know anything about a mouse, if you've ever had them, because in my lifetime, I definitely had some field mice come in. Um, they piss and shit everywhere they go. So, though the house could look clean, it's not. It's a dirty energy in the home that they're in. Okay, so if they have mice, that's definitely a dirty energy, physically. But this is also like people that just don't respect each other. Okay, they don't get along. They cutthroat. People worry about what others have, because mice are always trying to eat away at something. Okay. Yeah, it's a bunch of nastiness going on in there. And let me see how many mice is in this picture. One, two, three, four, five. And there's some, so there's players in the background. There's three mice here, so this could be a third party with people gossiping in the background. Other folks could be involved, could be five people in the house. But it's a house that's not happy. It's a house that's got misery. It's got funk. It's a funk in that house. Even they might, the smell might be normal to them, but somebody else with different energy walk in there and go, whew, what in the world is that? Tell me more, spirit. Okay, so this came out last night, I believe, on the child. This child is going through a transformation. They chose wrong. Whatever they chose in the past, when, or put it this way, whatever the masculine energy was in when they were being childish. Okay, they don't have to be a child when they made a choice, but whenever they were being childish, they had made some bad choices because we have a six here, and that's six is about balancing things out, decisions. Um, it's also lover's energy, but it don't have to be. But it could be lover's energy, whatever the case may be. This child is going through a storm of their consequences. This divine masculine is going through the storm of their consequences. There is no avoiding their karma, even if they think returning to somebody could do it. There's no avoiding their karma. They're going to get it no matter what. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't, but you fuck around and you find out one way or the other. They can't escape their karma. So let's just say the family situation with the mice, crabs in a barrel type of energy, don't want them to go anywhere, right? So if they leave, they're going to have discord with them. If they don't go, they're going to, this person is facing depression or experiencing depression because they're not where they want to be. You know what I mean? So whatever advice they got from the elder, which was follow your true north, which is basically follow your heart. Go do what you want to do. Follow your purpose, your goals. Go achieve them, right? And maybe you can't do that with all the mice that's pulling you down. You can't do it there. Well, this person is in a battle for their own soul. Okay, they might want to be somewhere they just can't get to because they too busy battling all that low vibrational energy. They're battling their own urges, their own addictions, their own traumas, all that. They going through the dark night of the soul. Now there is a light on the other side if they persevere and they push through. That's what I'm getting here. If they allow the transformation to happen, they will have blessings on the other side, but they got to get through that darkness. And sometimes you get consumed by the darkness. You think the darkness is all there is. When you know it's more, but again, when you're in it, it's harder to look up. It's harder to see something different. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to recognize that something could be better than what it is. So then you have the moon. Let's check the moon. Spirit, tell me more about this moon, this energy. One at a time. Yeah, somebody need to take a deeper look, analyze what's going on with them. You know, Speaking of the mother energy, one day I had to go to the school on behalf of my child. Well, I've done this many times on either one of them, for either one of them. But I had this thought, and it made me think a little deeper. And I kept saying to myself, well, I was saying to myself in the car, I am the mother I needed. I have become the mother I needed. I don't know what loopholes I'm leaving for my children. Like I don't know what I put them through. Hopefully not much, but I have become the mother I needed. I am the person that's available to advocate for my children. Show up, ask questions, point them in the right direction, get the information, make sure that they get all the opportunities they can get. Like I make sure of that. There is no my child tell me I don't know and we don't ever find out. that doesn't exist. Now, if it's important, we're going to find out. We're going to ask the right questions. We're going to seek the right people. We're going to fill out the right forms. We're going to make sure everything is done the way it need to be done so that they get the opportunity. If I told you some of the battles I went through just this year, you'd be like, damn, I could write a book. And now I'm sharing it with other parents because there's a lot of information. Things are changing for kids, especially in college, that a lot of parents don't know. And I'm kind of glad we found out when we did, and we had to jump through hoops to make certain things happen. I am the parent I needed because I went, I was different. I was a different child. I did a lot more on my own. I come from the Gen Z, so I'm sorry, Gen X, my bad. And we're more feral. We're more feral in that we had to go figure it out on our own. My children don't have to do everything on their own, but they do need to learn. So I teach them how to advocate for themselves. I teach them to research for themselves. I teach them to ask questions for themselves. I am the parent. And somebody may not have that situation, but whatever their situation is causing them to go very deep and be very pensive about the decisions they make based on their emotions. How do I choose myself? How do I love myself? That's what this person is digging deeper. Who loves me? You know what I'm saying? So now, every masculine that needs to grow up ain't gonna necessarily get it right. Some folks are gonna be very stuck and stubborn, and some are very comfortable with their lifestyle or however it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm the kid there to my child. I'm the kid there to my child. Girl, put your glasses on. Huh? But yeah, so, ultimately, I had to become what I didn't get. You know, my mom was young, she did it already. And like I said, I came from a feral generation. So if we didn't go out there and get it, we wasn't going to get it. That's just how it went. So, my nose itching, y'all. So, this is a message that got to be for somebody because my nose is. But this masculine, let's see if he gonna get it, y'all. Cause this is the lustful masculine. There's two different masculines in this deck. And this one is a bit lustful, I would say, compared to the other one. And there's two feminines in this deck too. And like, oh, I can't even talk. Interestingly, what's wrong with my mouth? Interestingly enough, only the feminine energy came out yesterday, but it was still centered around the child. But it seemed more about the child wanting the mother energy in that one. Tell me more. The sun. Okay, so it seems like this masculine pursues their happiness. They choose themselves. They choose them. The sun, now, first of all, the sun is Leo energy. Leo energy is about self. It's I'm the star. Look at me. I'm presenting myself to you. Don't you see me? That's that Leo energy, bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody is definitely going to a new home because this is storks. Yeah, girl, I'm trying to read that. Like, girl, if you don't put your glasses on, I don't know what you talking about. So yeah, the stork is at the bridge. Somebody has to cross some bridges and make an announcement. They need to go present themselves somewhere. But I real caution to say this. Every masculine, you could be thinking about a masculine that's doing this or on this journey. That may all of them may not make it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not determined. Some people are scared. That codependency will hold you, keep you so stuck You feel so comfortable wrapped up in your codependency that you don't grow up. You know what I'm saying? As long as that toxic parent is alive to keep you codependent on them, you don't get nothing out of it. You get what I'm saying? You don't. They don't grow. They could become self-centered, me fi me. But let's clarify. Let's see what it's gonna be. Do we want kipperish? No, we want tea. Let's go for the real tea. See what I'm saying? The tea. We're gonna get the tea. I like herbal tea myself. What you like? Let's see what we serving. What is Spirit serving today? What is Spirit serving us today? I almost brought out my hoodoo tarot today, y'all. I started to. It was calling me, but now it's like I kind of it kind of dissipate. Kind of dissipated that feeling. You know what they say about a hard head, though? It's a soft ass. That's what it made. This could be. Let me just. Tell me about these owls. There's good advice somebody was given about the direction they need to take. Let's see if was the advice even good. Tell me more. You know, y'all, I read for y'all because Spirit has charged me to do this, right? I'm pausing for a second. And Spirit will give me messages, even from my own personal readings, even though I don't really read for myself. I consider it playing with the cards for myself because I overthink it, right? But tarot has really taught me is not to wait for somebody to change, y'all. Because this is somebody going through a thing. But there is always a probability, always a 50-50 probability that a person that has all the ability to be something just doesn't. They just won't. And they could, pretend. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to be this. And they just don't. And if they have an audience, right? Somebody they think is listening to them and, cheering them on, but they really don't want it, they will just continue to string along that person. So you have to be very discerning about a person's actions. What do they do consistently? Are they actually growing? Do you see change, or are they wallowing in victimhood? Are they complaining how things don't go their way? Are they trying? You know what I'm saying? Are they consistent with trying? Like, you could try one thing and don't work and then you go do something else. It all depends on the roadblocks you get, whether you should continue to try or you should give up. The discernment, the decision making, all of that needs to start making sense. And if you got somebody that's telling you, I'm doing this, doing this, doing this, but you don't see no evidence of it, believe what they show you, not what they tell you. I have seen too many times where people have made promises to folks and said they're gonna do things and they don't do it. And then when you ask them why, they don't have a reason. They just didn't want to do it. Or they just got lazy or whatever the case may be. They just would not do it. So you got to be discerning. As much as we want to believe this person could change or they will, they can. They could get to the river. You know what I'm saying? You could lead them horse to water. They could get there, but they still got to drink. And if they choose not to, they will die of starvation. If you let them. And key word is if you let them. Some of y'all going to take them to the water and they don't drink, and you going to get the cup and try to pour it down their throat. Try to force it on them. And meanwhile, they going to spit it out in your face and you wonder why you hurt. Oops. Oh, shit. Ant. What we got? Work, achievement, and success. Yeah, this is what that was the advice. They did get good advice from somebody. They did get good advice. Whoever this elder was talking to this younger masculine energy told him work achievement creates that success. Like you got to work hard. Now, did they take their advice? Not yet. And I say not yet because they still in this mice situation in the home. They haven't grown enough to leave it. They not happy. They still staying in a miserable situation with no growth. Matter of fact, where they are, things decay. Their dreams decay. I want to try this now. Guess what? It don't work out. I bought this now. Guess what? It's broken. I thought I did that. Guess what? It's stolen. This person gets robbed of their dreams and their goals and their aspirations and the things they work hard for because they're surrounded by vermin. All right, tell me about these mice. One at a time, please. Forces working against you. I can't make this up. So, wherever this person is, wherever this divine masculine, this immature, not yet fully grown, maybe an F boy energy, wherever they are right now, forces are working against them. The people, the things, remember I said earlier, they are in a situation like crabs in a barrel. Nobody wants to see them grow. Nobody wants to see them get out or make it. They're not going to be satisfied. And much like, so when I saw the show, sorry, the short with Tina Turner in it, they were showing pictures in the background, different pictures of her mother and her. First of all, she looked just like her mother, which was beautiful. But the other part is the mother was always smiling in the pictures. You would never have known in those images that the mother was tearing this girl down. Every chance she got, she tore Tina down. This is the type of energy this person is dealing with these mice. Forces working against you. Somebody in that person's life is tearing them down, being deceitful. You know what I'm saying? Undermining them. Every chance they get, they undermine this person. They don't want to see this person grow. They don't want to grow. That's exactly why they don't want to see this person grow. Because they know the potential this person has to leave them behind. So this your person, whoever this is for, they are going through crab in a barrel mentality with people. All right, I'm getting ready to take a little swig. Excuse me. I don't be coughing. I don't be clearing my throat or none of this till I get on live. What that is, and my nose itching. So somebody here, one of y'all, five that I see, need to hear this. So, whew. So your person got their own people, probably their own blood in that home, working against them, holding them back, smashing their dreams. Now the thing is, what this person doesn't realize yet, because again, they're in the storm, right? They're in their childlike energy. This person might have a lot of fears, a lot of self-doubt, because you always getting tore down. You tend not to believe in yourself when somebody's always tearing you down, right? And so and when somebody's always tearing you down and you don't believe in yourself, then you think you're not capable. You think things can't change, things can't get better. That's when you get in that storm energy because you only looking at everything from a downside. How can it how it won't work, how things won't get better, right? But the problem is this person needs to just change the way they think. They need to see themselves as victorious. They need to say affirmations to themselves of positivity. They need to believe that they can achieve. They need to also add up their achievements. Look at what they actually have done. I feel like we are always an answered prayer from the past, right? Like the things that I have accomplished. Every now and then I have to remind myself I prayed for this moment. Look what I'm doing. Look where I'm at. Look what I've achieved. What I've achieved. I prayed for this already. I remember, and I will take myself back to that moment where I prayed for what I have or what I have done. I prayed for that. And anything I pray for, I do achieve. I have to remind myself of that. This person needs to look back at the things that they have accomplished because I think that when this person, with the storm and this axe and all of that energy going behind them, this person's probably done a lot of great things, but always being told that they're not good enough or it's not enough. So it diminishes their greatness, okay? So this person probably has a jealous parent, somebody who lacks something that this person has, talent, whatever, they could sing like Tina. That 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 mom or dad can't sing as good as this person. It's something like that, some type of jealousy that how you birth somebody you jealous of. That's crazy to me, but apparently it happens all the time, and that's what I'm feeling. Like somebody just you gotta be jealous of somebody just constantly tear them down. Cause what else doesn't what I'm saying? It don't make sense to be jealous, but two, that's the only thing that makes sense that why you would do that. Cause what's wrong with you? To me, come on. Yeah, happiness. So the sun will come out, right? You got the sun here twice. Now the sun brightens all the spread. This person just needs to see the light and they need to see clarity in their situation. They need to focus on their happiness and their well-being. I feel like this person might put others ahead of them. That's why they can't focus on their happiness and well-being. They already being torn aside or under, you know what I'm saying? Constantly torn up, disrespected, belittled, whatever, all the negative stuff. They're having a hard time focusing on their happiness and their well-being. But spirit said they must. In order to come through this storm, that's the only thing you can do is believe that you can achieve. Like it sounds cliche, but that's it. You gotta believe like I can do it. But 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 what I see is this person has already got the advice to work, achieve, and success, right? They need to move. That compass is saying you need to move. So if the person is going to do what they need to do to get out of that situation, that's their best chance of achieving the success that they desire, whether the success be in love, whether it be in lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The only way they're going to really achieve that is to be out of that environment with the vermin. You just can't do it there. It ain't gonna work. Tell me more. They taking a deeper look in what direction, spirit. Whoa. One at a time, please. What's this? Yep. The key. I never really see this too often in here. Successfully out the successful outcome to your problems. That's the challenge and the lesson. So the challenge is for somebody to overcome their problem. Also, Spirit said this person could overcome some of their problems by not seeing themselves as a victim. Um, a lot of masculine energies tend to have this deep seated loyalty um, to family in particular, or to it could be the family they of origin or the family they create, they tend to get very what's the word? Like not just loyal, but attached. That's the word. Somebody can be very loyal to their codependencies, their attachments. Um, and to successfully overcome any problems, you're gonna have to learn what detachment means. Okay, that's what they gotta do. They have to learn what detachment means because you can't attach yourself to anything, really, anything and anyone to the point of your own detriment, right? If that person is not giving you some sort of independence, cheering you on, allowing you to do you while you do you, so that y'all are not suffocated and brought down by each other, because that's what is going on here. They brought down by each other. That person that's tearing this person up with their words or whatever. It's feel like air sign energy with the axe. They are torn down by this person's success. So they don't want to see this person succeed because it's weird. Because if this is a parent, I always brag how my girls took my intelligence with them. Like I'm smart. I am, I ain't no average cookie, but you know, that they amaze me and I'm so proud. This is somebody in the opposite energy. They should be amazed at their child. They should be amazed on who they are and what they could be. They should be enamored with that. But instead, they're disgusted by it. That's crazy. Tell me more. Damn, I have to go back and rewatch this to see what y'all responded to because I don't know. And that delay is a motherfucker. Come on now. Tell me about this sun spirit. My nose itching. I ain't done that in a long time. A stubborn and aggressive person. Um, Either this divine masculine is a stubborn and aggressive person. We talked about hard headedness already. Or they're more concerned with a stubborn and hard headed person. But I kind of feel like it's the masculine who is that stubborn and aggressive person. So I got a feeling with the ram here. Oh, you can't see it, my bad. With the ram here, this person is ambitious enough to pursue their goals and their dreams, but they may be reckless and kind of put it in jeopardy. Okay. So if there's somebody who could be going head first and whatever they want, and they need to think first. You know what I'm saying? So this person needs to use discretion, balance, consideration, thoughtfulness. Um, Back to the relationship with the mother. If they have a bad relationship with the mother and they don't show consideration to one another, or she didn't show consideration to them, they may not know how to show consideration to others. Here, hence, they need to grow into that. That's part of their maturing. If they continue, if they go through life with this stubborn, aggressive person attitude, which could develop when when you traumatize and all that stuff, it won't serve them well. Okay, they may just keep doing the same things over and over again because that's what stubbornness gets you. It gets you repeated cycles and drama. It gets you nowhere. Honestly, being stubborn on you know your progress is one thing. Being stubborn and stuck is a whole nother thing. And with this person being aggressive, I feel like I'm hearing they can fall into temptation easily. Um, there may be hyper masculine in a pseudo way. How to put it? Like they might be real misogynistic or very much a man's man. Like they do all the manly things, right? They don't have a soft side to them. They don't have a considerate side to them. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what it looked like. Oh, yeah. and they kind of want, it's kind of like their way or the highway kind of thing. Like you could present something to this person and say, you know, like maybe this person, let's just say for example, they like steaks and burgers and that's their favorite food. But then they meet a feminine energy or somebody that they like, and she's like, well, I like salads and soups and blah blah blah. And they're like, no, I gotta go to my steak place, and they refuse to compromise. You know what I'm saying? And that the person, their significant other, always gets the short end of the stick because they refuse to cooperate. That's what a stubborn and aggressive person is. Like, no, we gonna do it my way. And I'm not looking for a compromise. So I don't know, y'all. This masculine energy might be a little hard headed, bottom of the deck. A lot of hard headed, temporary situation. So their life is temporary as it stands. Whatever's going on with it, it's not going to be always that way. Bless you. It's not going to be always that way, right? But I'm a true believer is that you can go out of an environment because this person is going to leave his house. You can leave the environment, but you always bring you with you. So if you haven't worked on you, your situation just keeps following you. It doesn't leave. So you always keep this in mind. You always bring you with you. So if you're stubborn and aggressive, every situation you're going to be stubborn and aggressive until you learn not to be stubborn and aggressive. Get what I'm saying? So this person has some things, some significant, and I don't feel like minor at all. I feel like this is some significant changes they need to make about their personality in order to find the home that they feel comfortable in, or in order to not feel in discord with others. They got to work on themselves. So yeah, has this person been through a lot? Absolutely. Do they cause drama and some stuff where they go, where they are? Yes. You are your own home. You always take you with you. So this person has some character issues that they have developed that they have to unlearn. They have to change about themselves. They need to work on themselves. We all do. Nobody's exempt. Nobody's perfect. We all have things that when they flare up, we got to work on it. Some things we may be apologetic for, and some things we may not. I personally, with my Lilith and Sag, I realize that's a lot to do with why I'ma take it or leave it. You don't have to like it, but you ain't got to deal with me either, because I don't got to deal with you. Whereas somebody in their people pleasing era is going to try to fix it with you if there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't know. I think it's more my age and experience now. I don't want to fix it with nobody no more. I don't care how you feel. If I feel what I feel and I know I ain't do nothing wrong to you, intentional, and I ain't harm you in some way, and I don't, I know I don't owe you an apology, now I'm not going to make up one for you. I'm not going to do it. Some at different. What I noticed though is, me being a woman of a certain age, I went through various stages. Oh yeah, I know. I did something. I need to apologize for it. Or sometimes I just want to keep the peace. So I seek out the person in my life to make sure we good, we still good. Now, if I haven't done anything wrong, I have searched my soul and I know I'm good, and you decide to move on, you just bye bye. But I have been told by elders that one day it was going to be that way. And when I was younger, and I felt like it was my late 20s, I didn't want to believe them. I'm like, seriously? They like, one day you just going to say what you got to say. And you ain't going to worry about how people feel, because the truth is the truth and they ain't got to like it. And I said, wow. And now I see where they talking about. Now I'm like, you damn right. So this person, they got a lot to work on. They're going to have to change a lot. They need to learn how to be unapologetically themselves without being stubborn and aggressive. There's tactful ways to make your point across. for people to understand who you are and what you're about without um flipping the tables, because in this spread, the overall energy is this person burned some bridges, because the bridges are here. They need to repair them. They need to repair these bridges, and it's going to take them to fly over like the stork and make an announcement. Listen, here's the deal. I'm growing. I'm changing. I'm this. I'm that. And not only showing it, I mean, talking about it, they got to show it. Yeah. Right. And we shouldn't. We should not be apologizing for things that we didn't do. But, in our youth, when we want to stay connected with people, we do that. We sit there and we try to talk to the person, or we reach out to the person. We try to make sure that they okay. A lot of times is when they already wronged us. We over there trying to repair stuff we don't need to repair, because the person ain't ready or mature enough to have a dialogue, a discord or whatever, to understand your position and their position. You know what I'm saying? All right, tell me work achievement and success. Tell me. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. Okay, we're gonna get up out of here soon. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Whoever this person was, I feel like it was a male uh, elder, told somebody, you need to stand up for yourself. Do not back down. This is what they told that masculine who's in that childlike energy. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. The bull. They was like, don't be no punk. Don't be no punk. Because they going to keep playing you if you're a punk. I feel like Charlene. What's that lady name? The lady that does the church lady. You know what I'm talking about. Char something. Is it Charlene? The one with the hair, the flipped up hairdo. And she did the video talking about ain't gonna be no Christmas. She always outside of church with them big old shoes on talking crap. She said, don't you back down from no opposition. Show strength and fortitude. That's how she be talking. I don't know where she at, but she funny. Tell me more. That's her. Uh, forces working against you. She said, don't ask for nothing. Ain't gonna be no Christmas. Says climbing the okay, so here we go. Perfect proof of the crabs in the barrel. This person wants to climb the ladder of success, but yet they dealing with forces working against them and these mice, right? This person, every time they always in that opportunistic mode. I want to grow. I want to do this. I want to do that. I feel like they talk too much or something, and they tell people that don't really want to see them grow, what their desires are, what their next moves are. They let people know too much. They think they might, they think they don't, but they do. It is obvious especially when you live in close quarters with somebody, they can honestly see what you about. I feel like every time they catch a step on this ring, the ladder, ring of the ladder, they get torn down. They foot slip, they fall, they get right back, and they got to start back at the first step again. Every time they take a couple steps, sometimes these people let them get a little bit higher, but before they snatch them down. So this person is always climbing a ladder to success, yet they got somebody working against them. Damn. That's her name? Oh, I was right. She funny as hell. I don't know what you talking about. Don't hands for that. I need to see the whole video of that. She is funny as hell. All right. Boat, money, property, inheritance, winning or windfall. Happiness come well-being. Hold on. Okay. So, I don't know if there's any money at stake, but if this person is trying to leave their family of origin because of the way they've been treated or the way they feel or what they need or the fact that they know they need to grow, They may be feeling like I'm leaving my inheritance. Okay. They may be feeling like they're going to get cut out of a will or cut out of something. They just feel like then they will no longer be in the picture and there won't be anything left. So if there's some financial gain with that, this is what this person is feeling like. There won't be, they feel like they're going to miss something. So if it's not finances, it's something that they feel like they miss if they decide to leave their family of origin. Okay, it could be somebody dangling the carrot, telling them that they're gonna give them something if they stay, or something like that. Like you can have all of this once I'm gone, or if I whatever, something like that. It's like somebody's feeling like they're gonna miss something, so they just stay put. Tell me more. Yo, I'm steady trying to shuffle and my nose is on fire, okay? From itching. Oh my gosh. The tip of my nose. Great passion. So your person is full of passion. It's something they want to do. Somewhere they want to be, something that they love in life. It could be someone or something. I feel like it could be a career, some type of goal that they want to achieve. They have great passion for it. And they know that becoming whatever it is that they want to become, they will overcome their problems. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh my gosh, my nose. All right, I need to know when this is going to rest. Yep. The old man, dealing with a relationship with an older man. So there's an older man involved here. I feel like that was the person I called it earlier. That this was the person that is giving this person's advice. Um, this might be the one person that is their cheerleader that believes in this person that they can achieve a lot. It may be the one person that they could go to for, peace, really. Um, I don't get that they live with this person. I just feel like that's where they get a reprieve, you know what I'm saying? Where they can that person they can lock in with and just say, look, I want to achieve this, and that, and this person gives them what they need, the older man. But again, I question what generation this person might be in, because the younger generation is hard headed. Like they don't listen to nothing. They don't believe in protocol. They don't believe in tradition. They believe in just doing it their way. And they don't seem to understand that things don't just work out that way. If there was a tradition, make sure you unpack it before you decide to change it. A lot of them like, nah, I just want to change it. I was talking to some people on that app once, and the guy was doing readings, and I forgot what it was he wanted to do away with in the Yoruba tradition. And I said, hold on, hold on, young man. This was many moons ago. But I said, I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I said, because there are unspoken rules and traditions that keep us safe. There's a protocol to doing things because there was a reason why it was done that way to begin with. And before you throw anything away, saying now you're going to practice something different, you kind of need to understand the origin as much as you possibly can. So, for example, I'm going to give you something that's not religious, but as example of keeping somebody safe. In during slave time, okay, or just after, or shit, now to this day, um, many black parents would not allow their children to run amok in stores, in places like banks and things of that such, because they would not want their child to be accused of anything, really, shoplifting, or if it's at a bank making a mess or distracting customers in business. We just don't let our children do all of that, right? That is a learned behavior due to slavery, because of the fact that your child could be taken or harmed, or you could be harmed so quickly just because your child got out of hand. Now, the present day, you'll notice that children of other descents, ethnicities, will run around, run amok, with their parents unattached to them, because they have a certain confidence that they don't have to worry about what we were taught. Now, a lot of people don't know that we do that for that reason, but it's a learned behavior. So there's a lot of oh my god, my nose itching. There's a lot of learning and unlearning this person needs to do. Hold on. What is this? In the back. Take care. Enemies are working against you. All right, so your person, they got forces against them. They could have witchcraft against them. They could just have nasty family. They need to be what's the word? The generational curse breakers. Okay. They need to learn what was unlearned, what was before they break a cycle. They need to understand what the problem was. Before they can break generational curses, they need to know what the curse is, because they got forces working against them. You don't have to know all the origin story. Like, some people have messed up parents, and they so consumed in why is the parent like that? Like, what created that? Knowing why is information good for you, right? The person that's seeking the knowledge. It may not change absolutely anything for the parent. So knowing that will not fix them. Not will not It may help you understand them. It may even help you be empathetic to them to some degree, but it will not fix them. You knowing that. Get what I'm saying? So this person may have forces against them, and it could be like Tina Turner's mama. And no matter what, they not gonna work out for them. It's not gonna work out. They're not gonna change their heart. Their heart is their heart. You know, they have to want to change, show somebody a difference. And if they ain't out doing that, they don't care. They don't plan to change. They are who they are. Best thing you can do is believe them. And if you're codependent, learn how to be less codependent. Stand on your own, because this masculine energy, this older man, is letting this divine masculine know, like, you need to mature. You got to grow up. You got to work hard. You climb in the ladder of success, but you get taken down a rung or two or 10 every time you climb higher. Just as you get close enough to get to that next rung, they tear you down. Hi, Miss Tequila. They tear you down. So you got to grow. And the only way you can grow is outside that toxic soil. If you plant something in toxic soil, the chances of it growing are very nil, especially if it's something acidic, but it requires more balanced pH. It can't grow in that acid. Okay, you need to balance out the acidity. Or if it's toxic, you don't want to grow nothing in that, right? Because it'll grow something, you try to eat it, and it's also toxic for you. So this person has to remove themselves from the soil they're in and go plant themselves somewhere else. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that because we getting late. um this is what somebody has to learn about themselves, is that they have to grow. They have to mature. And yes, it's going to be difficult, and it's hard, and it's not easy. But, if you want to be a punk, then be a punk and be stuck. If you want to grow, you're going to have to fight through that to become independent. And if you keep giving up everything, people pleasing the mice, you're not going to have anything else. That's what they not going to have anything else. Those mice will be monitoring spirits, watching this person's move, knowing that uh, this person wants to be more in charge of their life, in a better position. Those mice energy, those worms I told y'all about. you know, are trying to stop somebody from becoming from a caterpillar to the butterfly that they're meant to be because they're jealous. They know this person got wings, coming. They know they got these wings. And they'll do everything in their power to keep this person from knowing that about themselves too. So you gotta take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. You know, just understand, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for coming. I appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate your views. Appreciate your time. Catch me on the replay because I'm going to catch you there too. And feel free to chat. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going to bid y'all all good night. Peace.